What a dramatic turn of events today for equity markets, because when we came into trade, it was all looking chips down, given how the global cues were performing, how the commodity universe had panned out over the weekend, or for that matter, even the more riskier assets like cryptocurrencies as well, the kind of pressure that they as well saw over the weekend and the kind of clampdown that they also saw in prices. But that said, yes, things were looking very bleak when we came into trade. Everything from Dow futures to Asia was only pointing downwards for us, and a downtick it was to begin with. We gapped down by about almost 1%, and then came the gradual recovery, more so in the latter part of today's trading session, which made us claw back all the way back to those 15,700 levels. Similar was the case with the broader market as well. A dismal dread to start off trade with. Less than 10 stocks within the F&O universe were actually holding out in the green when we actually started off trade. But since then, a marked recovery, and finally the advances managed to take over, with just 52 names standing to the declines on closing bell today. That said, today you couldn't really pinpoint a particular sector or a particular stock or trend in the market which actually managed to lead us to the recovery. Having said that, there were a couple of sectors which did hold out, and I'm just going to tell you about exactly which those sectors was. Within the Nifty, you saw a second consecutive day of a rebound come in for the Adani names. So Adani Ports held out today very smartly, another 6% of a dash after the price action in Friday's session. You also had a Titan which held out by about 2%. Bajaj Finance did very well, about 1.5% uptick coming in there. Tata Steel held out quite smartly, about 1.5% uptick there as well. SBI did very well, HDFC Life, Hindustan Unilever. You had an IndusInd Bank scale up in excess of a percent today. Ultratech Cement, HDFC, Kotak Bank, Britannia. So largely you would have to say a bit of a mix of FMCG and largely financials. They were the ones which really drove and snapped the market out of the losing streak. Having said that, the Nifty had its pressure points as well. Didn't see a recovery for UPL. In fact, some of the other specialty chemical names like an SRF as well was a laggard in trade today. You also had Wipro, Tata Motors, Techem, L&T, TCS, IT per se was a bit of a laggard in today's session. M&M Maruti as well dragged today, as was the case with Ayesha. So suffice to say, autos as well was a bleak pocket of trade. From amongst the broader market contenders, Bandhan Bank, after the Assam government over the weekend announced that MFI package, this stock gapped up and managed to close at the session highs in excess of an 8% gain on the futures. GMR Infra continues to be buoyant, as was the case last week. Today as well held out by 8.25%. BHEL saw some very smart moves, and then of course metal names like NTPC as well sprung up quite smartly. Fair share of losers as well amongst the broader markets. PVR, Idea, Balkrishna Industries, these were the key pressure points today.